I've been trading the forex market for some while now. Wins, losses, and even lessons. And I've been asking myself one question: how can someone make this skill a sustainable one for life? Not hype, not gambling, but real consistent income. I'll be breaking down exactly how I'm going to be trading EUR USD in my retirement. And I know a lot of people will be wondering, why are you talking about your retirement now? Or why have you stopped trading gold? Well, I haven't stopped trading gold. I've been trading gold for over the past 6 years now consistently, but I found a gem in EUR USD. And for the past couple of months, I've been backtesting it and I've been asking myself, where has EUR USD been all this while? In case you didn't know, why EUR USD? Did you know that EUR USD is the #1 most traded pair in the entire world? Yes, you heard it right. The #1 most traded pair in the entire world. It has high liquidity and no manipulation spikes. One of my favorite parts is it has a very clean technical movement that is a real structure. That is, it respects structure so well. Basically, all I'm trying to say is that it is predictable for a very long-term plan, unlike gold. Well, when it comes to you retiring from active trading, you don't really need hype. Neither do you need excitement. You really need just consistent gain. Now here's where most traders really fail. They don't really simplify stuff. My retirement rules are a bunch of them and they are very strict. Risk only 1 to 2% per day. When it comes to risks per trade, I'm going to be risking 0.5 to 1% maximum per trade, meaning that in any worst case scenario, I have only 2 trades to take. Number 3, no revenge trading. Ever. A lot of people really deal with revenge trading. Even me. Everyone deals with it. But in this particular retirement plan, I am not going to be revenge trading. And number 4, I'm going to be trading only during the London session and the New York session and its overlap. This is for you to know that in my retirement plan, this is not about me trying to flip account. It's about protecting capital. Let's say you have $1 million account and you are targeting just 2 to 5% monthly. That's some really good gains. That's roughly about $20,000 to $50,000 monthly. And one thing that a lot of people need to understand, that not every month is going to be perfect, but consistency, it beats hype all the time. That's why I'm focused on building capital first before thinking about retirement. I'm not using any kind of complicated strategy for this particular system. It's very simple: market structure, liquidity zones, key levels, support and resistance. These are the basic things that have kept me over the years to become a sustainable and profitable forex trader. Now, talking about market structure and all these liquidity zones and how price really respects structure when it comes to EUR USD, let's jump over into the charts and let me show you a few things that I've noticed trading EUR USD. And here's the truth that nobody really tells you. In retirement, your biggest enemy isn't even the market. It's going to be you. Why? Because you are prone to over trading, to have greed, and even boredom trading. So my goal is simple: to trade less and more, and then what? Stress zero. So let's head over into the chart. Now this is EUR USD on the daily time frame, and over here we can see it on the weekly time frame. Now I want us to take things really slowly and follow clear structure in this zone right over here. So I'm gonna first of all look at EUR USD on the weekly time frame. For example, let me use my replay tool. Now, when you look at a very clear structure like this, a lot of things comes into mind. One of the easy things that we can even spot here is very simple. There's some sort of liquidity line in this particular area. It's very simple. So we know for a fact that price in the long run will have to come and clear this liquidity and then what? Continue to the upside. So for me, I'm not really looking at trying to catch intraday setups and then just try to be making money off the market every single day. I'm looking for swinging positions on the market that can make me good money over a period of time. So having this in mind, I'm going to come to say the daily time frame. All right, now I want to look for some areas beneath this zone where I can possibly spot significant price action. Now if you look at this particular zone where price broke structure, you can tell from this area that price barely came after that retest. In this area, price never retested that zone, right? After price created this resistance, it created this particular area here, pushed up, created liquidity in this area, and is currently up. So a lot of people that are jumping here, yes, you can make money off that area, but to be very patient, I'm going to be looking out for the best of moves and even targeting this area in the long run. Now let's look at some examples. So I'm going to do some small replays. We're going to look at some areas where EUR is going to come back. Now obviously this is the daily time frame, so it doesn't mean I'm going to be waiting for price in that zone, but I just want to show you guys an example from the bigger perspective. So let me come to the weekly time frame so we can do this fast. Good. So guys, do you guys see it now? This is the ultimate area where I am targeting, right? But I came to spot the fact that after some long hours of time, price eventually came in this area. So now I've seen that price eventually came into this high over here. But one thing I can tell is that once liquidity has been grabbed over here, we are going to even go even higher. So having this in mind on a bigger picture, let's say I've been trading the range on EUR/USD, maybe catching daily moves, which will come to. But let's say this was my really bigger picture. So now that price has tapped into our zone, all you need to do is to look out for the best confirmations on the market. Now, the fact that price has just rejected in that zone does not necessarily mean that we need to jump into that trade idea, unless of course you want to have your stop loss way below the level, right? Now, let's say that I'm looking out for the best confirmation. Now, this is the weekly time frame, so let's say that price had moved for a while now. Still, there's no better confirmation to enter this trade. All right, so I'll show you if I can spot a very good confirmation and stay on the weekly time frame. Now, this is for educational purposes. I'm not saying that go and enter this trade on the weekly time frame. Now, watch this as the weekly time frame fails to close below the zone and then strongly closes above the zone again. So in this area, I can decide to have this trade over here, but it's still not a good confirmation for me. So let's see. It's still not a good confirmation for me. So you see, patience. Good. Now this is a very good confirmation for me. Where will my stop loss be? Supposed to be below the structure, meaning I'm going to be risking 2.5 pips. 250 pips on this setup, right? And in the long run, I'm even going to be targeting significantly even more, right? Now let's see how this trade actually plays out. This is really incredible. Now watch this. Let's say my position was exactly at this high, right? And I was targeting maybe this low somewhere over here, right? So this is my confirmation, or once I spotted my confirmation, I waited for a 50% retracement and I had my stop loss roughly about 100 pips. Let's just put it that way. Now, this is the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it took 10 weeks for me to make 1,000 pips in profit. Now, if I was using 2.5 lots, right, if this trade went against me, I'll be losing $2,500 on this trade because my stop loss is 100 pips. But if this trade actually went in my favor, I'll be making 1,179, right, pips, meaning that I would have made close to $30,000 on this trade in 10 weeks of holding EUR/USD. Do you see how it sounds? Now, it's all about the patience. Now, in 10 weeks, what will you do in 10 weeks? That's roughly about 2 months. In 2 months, so that means roughly in 2 months or in a month, I was making maybe $15,000, basically doing nothing and only waiting for price in the best possible zone. But now that's an overexcitement. Let's just come into the daily time frame and let's say we actually just want to be trading the market on a day-to-day basis. All right. So I'm going to clear everything up again, and then let's see how best we could have traded the markets on a daily time frame. So reset my charts, and I'm going to be looking out for some areas to just clear up on your USD, right? So one of the best times to trade EUR/USD would be during the London session and the New York session, preferably the New York session, okay? So I want us to, first of all, look at how this whole move played out and how we could have made money off this trade idea, okay? So I'm going to start with somewhere like here. Now we open up our charts. This is the 4-hour time frame, and we're asking ourselves a lot of questions. Where is Euro USD right now as we speak? Now if you look at Euro USD on the 4-hour time frame, it's so clear that price has been in a very strong uptrend, but now as we speak, price is in a clear downtrend, showing a series of what? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Then what do we see? We saw how price came to what? Break this particular structure over here. So somebody can call this area a BOS, okay? Then it means that price is now coming to collect orders and then what? Push up. Once we spot this BOS, this is giving us a sign of a market structure shift, telling us giving us an indication that the market is not going to continue to the downside. So the next question we want to be asking ourselves is that where is a possible level where we can be taking a trade idea? Now on the 2-hour time frame, one of the major patterns that I really love would be this particular area here, more like an inverse head and shoulder. So in my mind, I'm looking at the fact that there could be a possibility of price rejecting from this area. We can have our stops right below here and target this high as a potential TP. So scaling down to the 1-hour time frame, all I want to be doing is to look out for what? A very good confirmation. But we are currently in the Tokyo session, so I'm not interested in taking this trade in the Tokyo session. So I'm going to be waiting, right, for at least the London session to open. Now, when the London opened, we spotted good confirmations, right? Spotted confirmations over here, but I'm looking out for at least a very strong one. Good. Now I spotted a very good confirmation over here. Oops. Spotted a very good one over here, which happened at 12. Right, so right over here, I'm going to have my entry over here, and where's my stop loss going to be? My stop loss is supposed to be somewhere around here, but let me just have it, maybe just about 20 pips. And where's my TP going to be? It's going to be significantly in this area. So I'm having a 20 pip stop loss. Now, if I'm risking 0.5% on a trade and I'm having $500,000, and my stop loss is what? 20 pips. Can you tell me how much? Can you tell me the lot size I'm going to be using on this trade? Do you have an idea? Can you do that quick math? All right, let's get it. So 0.5% of $500,000 is $2,500, as we did earlier. Now I'm going to be using a stop loss of 20 pips, meaning that if I use a lot size of 12.5 and this trade goes against me 20 pips, I'm going to be losing what? 2,500. So it means that on this trade, I'm going to be using 12.5 what? 12.5 lot size. Now, you might be tempted to say, oh, my TP is 92 pips. Let me just make it 100 pips. You need to put your TP exactly where it needs to be. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So now let's see how this trade actually plays out. Now, if I use that 12.5 lot size and this trade actually hits my TP, which is what, 92 pips, it means that I'm going to be making $11,500 on this trade. Let's see how it goes. So this is the 1 hour candle. Let me go to the 4 hours so that I can be really quick. Okay. Boom. So as we speak now, trade is almost hitting TP, and this is actually even a live trade if you ask me. Like, this trade is actually on its way. It's a current trade as we speak. This could have been one of the easiest trades that you could have picked up, and I'm sure some of you are even trading maybe $20,000, $30,000, and you're wondering, you were okay even risking just $2,000 on this trade to even make $11,500. But why didn't you spot this significant setup? It's simply because you don't really understand how the market respects structure. Now, this is something profound I want you to understand. Currently, as we speak, trading gold, the market really does a lot. Sometimes your stop loss is even 100 pips. Sometimes it's even what, 80 pips. Sometimes it even has to go even further. But if you're looking at a pair like Euro USD, it really respects structure. Once the confirmation is found and you put your stop loss exactly where it needs to be, it is still minimal. But if you are able to stay patient, you are able to maximize your gains over a period of time. So if you're serious about using forex as a long-term income, you need a plan, not just signals. So I'm documenting my journey to build a retirement trading lifestyle out. And if you want to be part of it, subscribe to join the community. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Ariam Dela, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.